Yes, so this week I'm introducing Peace Agada. Did I get the pronunciation of your name very well?
You try this Peace Agada.
Okay, Peace Agada. Okay. Sorry about that. Yes. So this week we are featuring Peace Agada, and Peace wears many hats. She is an advocate against child sexual abuse. She is a passionate teacher and a fisheries and aquaculture. So she wears a lot of crown, and we are giving it to her. And we really love the fact that she is passionate about the girl's child sexual health. And for some years, she has been into this, advocating and creating awareness on child sexual abuse. And we appreciate what you are doing in your community and in overall parts of the country. So I would just want to ask you some questions like what are the things, what prompts you to go into this advocacy related to sexual health?
Okay, thank you very much. Um, as she said, my name is Peace Agada and advocate against child sexual abuse. And I've been doing this for 5 years now. I started in 2019 and it's been a journey. What made me to start doing this is very simple. I've had my own fair share of sexual abuse, and this is the story of a lot
Hmm.
of young boys. One way or the other, you must have experienced one form of sexual abuse. And I was teaching in 2019. I was teaching in preschool. I was a preschool teacher, and preschool pupils are very young, 2 years old. I even had
Hmm.
children that were
Yeah.
less than two in class. Yes, so I was teaching them, and that was the period where Ochaya's case was everywhere. If you remember Ochaya Obanje's case, the 12, 13-year-old
Hmm.
girl that was molested by her uncle and the uncle's son, she
Hmm.
later died. That story touched me. I was teaching children in school, and I was
Wow.
many children that are facing this kind of thing and nobody knows about it. Ochoya's case was unique because it came to court, but there are thousands of children who face this and they don't even know who to tell. And I thought, okay, imagine this beautiful children are going through something like this. What am I going to do now that would stop this from happening? And that was what sparked my first sermon. I was teaching those children, I was so connected, bonded with it, and I felt like, it can happen to anybody. And so those children that I have, at that time, they were really small, and I didn't know how to communicate, what I wanted to communicate with them. So I started reaching out. So I made some contacts, I made some calls, I had the that was how it started. That case was a very was a spark that I like I said, I've had my own fair share. I have friends, sexual harassment. I've had my own fair share. I have people who are, when I started asking questions, I saw that this was a normal thing, but people were not talking about it. And I said, okay, let this Otanya case be the spark that I need to do something about. And that was how I started having sexual abuse seminars with children. I started going to secondary schools. I was in Makoji then. And then over the years, we started going to primary school, started doing it on the street, church, and even families. I've
Hmm.
had cases where family will call and say, please come and talk to this lady. And that was how it started. Like joke, that was how it started. And it has I kept doing it, kept doing it. We are here. That was how it started. I was a teacher and I just felt like I needed to do something to protect those children so they don't end up like China, so that if something like this is happening already, they have the boldness to stop. They know their right. They know this is wrong, and nobody will be able to take advantage of it. That's what.
Wow. Thank you very much for sharing your personal story with us. And that is actually what motivated you to start your career path in this in the child sexual education advocacy. And I really appreciate the fact that you have been doing this for years. So I really love the way you approach it. And when it comes to child anything related to sex, even up till now, despite the awareness and despite the fact that we live in an advanced world, some parents still find it difficult to give their children appropriate education relating to sexual abuse and all that. So this advocacy, I believe, is going to go a long way in really helping those children to identify um, the positive and negative relationship when it comes to someone trying to abuse them. Then I would like to ask the second question. Like, can you tell me, for those years that you have been doing your advocacy, what are some significant accomplishments that have stand out in your journey?
Okay. Thank um, Let me share my experience and part of my success story. Um,
Okay.
we were able to, I have a team. I don't do it alone. And so we were in a school, and after the seminar, a child walked up to the coach, and she was able to relate what is going on. And we found that this girl was
Hmm.
she was under threat, and we were able to intervene for her. And
Hmm.
this is one of my success stories. We were able to take her from that environment, from that house, we were able to stay somewhere else until the threat was removed. She fully came back. This is not the only intervention we had a few interventions, and this is one of the most beautiful thing about this book, and it makes me happy. And I always share it if I
Hmm.
have the opportunity. Being able to intervene in a real life situation, a real life case, being able to intervene and save a child,
Hmm.
you know, is one of my success stories, and I'll keep telling people. Sometimes I get tired, but when I remember the people that we have taken away from such scenario, from such situation, so that is one of the most important thing that I want to take this journey, being able to intervene and help
Hmm.
children that are currently in that situation. I also
Hmm.
remember after a seminar, a child walked up to me and said, "What will I do if what will my friend do in a situation like this?" And we kept talking, and I discovered that the friend was sharing her own personal experience, and we were able to help her.
Hmm.
We were able to help her, tell her what to do, give advice, counsel, and these interventions are the strength that we are. We keep going back to these interventions and keep strength to move on, to move on. It's one of my success stories. Intervening in real life situations. We are
Wow. Yes, I agree with you. There is always joy and accomplishment when you try to help a child in this kind of situation. There is a way you said that sometimes you feel tired, but when you remember your why you are doing this, you keep going on. So each time we try to do something special for children, I notice it there is always this kind of self-accomplishment that comes along with it. So it's a good thing, and really this is a serious issue in our society. I must say it because I was also a teacher, and I can relate to so many experience about this, that even some parents will actually tell us to help them to give their children pet talk on sexual health. that they don't know how to go about it. So I think it's a good part, honestly. Do you also train parents on how to communicate with their children regarding these aspects? Do you organize seminars for parents?
For now, that's not something that I do, but I'm making efforts to do
Okay.
something that's better for adults and parents as well. Because if you look at it very well, you see that even adults, even parents, they need sex education. Some of the misconceptions
Yes.
they come from the adult life. So I don't know. I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, you will not hear any comprehensive sex education from parents. They will tell you if a man touches you, you become pregnant. If you sit on a man's lap, this will make you pregnant.
Yeah.
Trust
Yes.
me, parents they also need sex education, and if you don't have knowledge, you need to give your children the knowledge that they need. So I'm also looking at going out and creating programs that will cater for parents, and that will also make the job
Okay.
easier. When parents teach yourself, your children
Yes.
sex, and the parents know what to say, how to go about it. But for now, that is not what we are doing. We are making effort, and very soon we start doing something that will teach the parents or that will help the parents do it better. Yes, but
Okay. Thank you
but
very
I've
much.
parents, but it's not like it's something we do. Some parents invite me and say, "Come and talk to my child. Come and talk to his guest." But it's not something that it's not a service, or how do I put it? Something we do. But when a parent calls me and say, "Please come and talk to my daughter," she's not hearing what it is. I can't say no. Hope you understand.
Yes, yes, yes. It's not a general stuff.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yes. Just two more questions to go. So, what unique skills and expertise do you bring to your role as an advocate for sexual education? What skills do you bring to your role?
Um, Communication is very, very important. I started with passion. What I had was passion. But as I continued to go out for the seminars, passion was not doing it well enough. So I had to build my communication skills. I had to learn it well.
Yeah.
So communication, effective communication is one very important skill that has helped me and that will help any person that wants to be an advocate, because you are going to be talking to kids. You have to know how to communicate to children, how to communicate with students in secondary school.
Yes.
You will not talk to them the way you talk to adults. And because you are speaking to them with a goal in mind, you want them to speak up, you want them to confide in you, you have to do a lot of things. And I'm working with a team. So I have to know how to push the vision to them so that they own the vision. And that is a lot of work. Working with people is not easy. Um, you need to relate with people very well so that they buy into your vision. Tell the truth. Communication is a very, very important skill that you just need to be a very good communicator. Know what to say, how to say it, when to talk, and when not to talk. That is one. And also project
Hmm.
management. Like I said, I started and it was just passion. As we continue, a lot of things is coming into it. We had to do the seminars in places where that means you need to know how to coordinate yourself, organize things, put things together. And so project management is a very important skill that I use work, because now you have a team, somewhere in Port Harcourt, all these things you need. things together. So project management is a very important skill. And I was before I started, and that really helped. So I also do content writing. I try to tell content and and so it's a very important skill. Writing, speaking, and that ability to teach has very strong because I was a teacher. I was working with space where I could talk to kids, to talk to children. I know their language. I know the body to express, make everybody laugh. And so those skills have really, really, really helped me. And even as I progress, I'm going to get more skills to apply more skills and I progress. But so far, project management, communication, very, very important. I'm trying to communicate, tell, and say something. So these are very, very important skills. I think skills that these are skills that everybody should have. And the ability to communicate very well, to pass the message in a way that they understand it, they receive it, and they want to come back to it.
Yes, yes, I agree with you. Communication is very, very important. Also, your passion too, because I know that the way you communicate with a 2 years old girl is different from the way you communicate with 5 years old, and like that, they have different age brackets, and you have to come to each person's level at a different pace. So I think communication is very, very essential here, and I also agree that this is a big project that you need to manage well. It involves a lot of management as well. So, yes, and the final question before we wrap it up is that what are your plans for the future, and what impact do you plan to create within your career industry? So, what are the plans that you have in the nearest future?
Okay. Um, so far, we've been able to do this in pre-stage, and I'm looking forward to a time where these seminars will be holding in every and I see it coming. It's not going to be far. So I want to I want to grow and you know have these seminars in more rural locations, more rural communities, in more states,
Okay.
uh, through the team of volunteers in in every community so that wherever there are children, there is comprehensive sex education. They know about sexual abuse. They know how to protect themselves.
Hmm.
They know or they know
Hmm.
what to do. So that is one of my goals to increase my reach, let more children know about this. And I I also want to, or I'm also working partnering with a lot of organizations that do things like this, that have similar vision, so that it
Okay.
can be more comprehensive and there will be more structure into it. Like I said, I started because I had passion. I saw a problem and I
Hmm.
wanted to fix it. I wanted to be part of the solution. And I just went out
Hmm.
like that. So in the nearest future, there's going to be more structure to it. There will be more people and more children will, will come on board. They know how to protect themselves. More adults too will know about sex education and they will give sex education appropriately to the children, the young people around them. Hope I didn't miss the second question. What's the second question again?
Yes, what you've already answered the two questions. You said you want to focus on the, if I can get you right, you want to focus on the rural environment. You want to extend your message towards those in the rural area, maybe in the villages and all that. Yes, you've answered the question, and you said as time goes on, you want to also add adults training as well to part of your initiative. And this one is just a temporary question. Like, do you plan using technology to make this impact? Probably something in form of online webinar and all that to create awareness, or have you been doing that as well?
Okay, no, I've not been doing that. Um, but I'm already making. But the truth is, I cannot reach everybody. And then this technology
Yes.
innovation, they are here for us to maximize. And I'm already making the plans. I'm already doing something about that. Uh, like I said,
Okay.
that I'm working on the structure. 5 years
Mm.
is a long time to just so I'm now
Yes.
trying to structure into it so that it is a more organized training where even if I'm not there with you, you have access to materials, you have access to it. You can ask your questions. I don't have to answer you. There are people who will answer
Mm.
you, and you don't have to wait until I come to your location. You get all the help that you need if you are if you need someone to take you out of a very training situation, you know who to call, and they will get you. So I'm working on the structure right now, and I'm going to be
Okay.
using technology. I'm going to make materials available in such a way that you just have to come online and you get all the tutorials. So I'm working on the structure.
Wow, this is a whole lot of plan. Well done. It's a whole lot of work and planning. Finally, this one is optional. You may not want to respond to this question. I just want to ask, what you are doing involves a lot of teamwork and others, collaboration, moving here and there. How do you get your funding for all these projects? Like, I'm just wondering because it's going to involve a lot of money as well. Like going to churches, to schools, to give training, webinars, and all that. And these are mostly in person, not online stuff. So, how do you go about the financial aspects of it?
Okay. Well, I've been funding all this while, and because I have the plans to do more with it, I'm putting in structure, and I'm going to be, searching for funds, but there are some structures that need to be in place for, I have to be fund ready. So I'm making plans and making plans for all of that. But all this why I have been funding it myself because I'm passionate
Wow.
about it. So I put my money into I put my money into it, and there are people who also have goodwill. They see what I'm doing. Please take this one. We want
Hmm.
to take our transport today. Yes, but
Wow.
all that can be done. There is more that can be done, and that's why I'm putting structure into it so that more people can get it. Because the vision I have for it, I need people to also buy into the vision so that that thing that I'm looking at, I'll be able to get there. So I'm putting the structure, and I'll be looking at external funding as well. I've just been low key,
Hmm.
do my thing, but it's not going to
Yes.
be like that. Yeah, it's not going to be like that anymore. But all this while, I have been putting effort to push it as much as I can, and that has been the secret. But it's going to change because people are already seeing that Peace is doing a lot. You know, Peace is doing a lot.
Yes.
I get
I'm saying
messages
that
from.
as well.
Thank you. I get messages from people saying, "I like what you're doing. Can I join you? Can I be part of the team?" So, um, it's getting bigger and bigger by the day, and I know that people are going to buy into the vision. They are going to put resources into it, and it's not just going to be my thing anymore. It's going to be our fight against sexual abuse.
Wow. Oh, I really love your passion, though. Like the fact that you have been funding this alone for the past 5 years. It's not an easy thing. That means you are really, really passionate about it, and moving forward, I'm very sure that this your advocacy is going to is going to expand, in fact, beyond Nigeria, throughout Africa, in the nearest future, because you have a good vision, and it's a reality of a problem that is common in our society, and you are willing to solve the problem. So thank you very much for having me interview you, getting to know about your passion, the reason behind your advocacy, and I look forward to also supporting you in my own way in the nearest future. So it's my pleasure to meet you today, Peace, and I wish you the very, very best in all your endeavors. So, what is your advice? I mean, because this is going to be live, and he wants to give advice to adults, because I know that this will definitely get to a lot of adults. So, what is just few advice that you have for us regarding your
Okay.
passion, what you are passionate about?
Um, I would say that sexual abuse is a societal problem. It's not one person's fight, and we all have to do something about it. No matter how small, no matter how insignificant it looks, you need to do something for us to stop. Let me give you an example. I've seen cases where um, a young person will say, "Ah, my mom is aware that I'm being sexually abused. My dad is aware that I'm being sexually abused." And you ask, "So what did they do?" Nothing. So how is it going to stop? It's not going to stop. When you hear about sexual abuse, do something about it. You can report the case. No, you can do something about it. Use your influence to do something. That is the
Hmm.
only way you can end any societal problem like this. Do something about it. If you are an adult, you are a big sis, you can do something. You can talk to your younger ones, you can talk to your neighbors, you can talk to, just do something about it because it's not going to last. And if you are someone that is already a survivor, you have been a victim, you've experienced it, I will tell you that even your pain can be something you can, use to create a change. Your pain, you can do something about it. You have been abused, you have been there. Do something so that the next person coming behind you does not face what you faced. So I will tell every person, you are young, you are old, you are an adult, you are a minor, something about societal abuse, can be abused, can be anything else. You can't do something about it. And you can, and if you don't do something about it, it's not going to change. It's not going to change. So I'm going to advise all of us something about the societal abuse that you see around you. And if you do something about it, so that this world will be better for all of us. It's our world, the society,
Of course. Hmm.
so that I have to say, just do something to change the world in the way that you think.
Hmm. Thank you very much. So, yes, I agree with you. We need to act fastly whenever we hear any issue of sexual abuse. So we need to do something. When we do something, we heard about it and we just sympathize with the person without taking any action. It doesn't make any sense. We can't stop it. So we need to do something to prevent it from affecting another person, from people falling victim. So thank you very much for joining this chat. I really appreciate your time. Thanks so much. I look forward to more collaboration with you in the nearest future. Have a nice evening. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.